Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Great White Northerner here, and we're going to do some quarters today. So I've got 5 bundles, and I actually got another box as well. So if these ones don't work out, then we'll bring that second box in and we'll add to the hunt. But I think we might have something here. So I took a look. These 5 bundles were packed by one of the tellers. She said she just packed them up the other day, and I flipped this one over. And I think this one might be silver right here on the end. So that's always a good sign if you can see an ender that's got silver. It's hard to tell. It could just be a dirty coin, but it looks kind of silvery to me. So I'm hoping it is. Now, it is a newer effigy, so that's either going to be a 67 or 68. And I guess it could be a little bit earlier as well. The effigy was changed in 65 to from the young head to this version. And so we'll check this one first. This will be our first one we're going to pull out. And while we're on the topic of silver, and potentially a 67 or 68. Just thought I'd talk about this. So those of you who've been watching, you would know I did my book filler battle back in the summer, and we are still missing this one. So we did stop at 14 boxes in that. We had got everything, all of the commemorative quarters up until that point. So if you haven't watched that series, please go back and watch it. It was great fun. We did a battle with Emmanuel's workbench, and we both pretty much got to the same point at the same time. Both of us were missing this 1967 Bobcat silver coin, and we did get all the rest of the commemorative quarters. So, having said that, there is a possibility that this one might be the one we're looking for. Now, I went and took a look, and I've opened only 7 boxes, so it's been a little while, and I've slowed down a little bit on my quarter boxes, but there have been 7 boxes since then, so that would be would be on box 22 if we were continuing to do the series. So let's see if that one is what I think it is. All right, I will bring you back in a second here. I'll just get myself organized, and I'll be right back.
What you mean when you say you a new hate? What you mean when you play like all night? Nightlife is a highlight. I'm a fly guy, this is skyline. I don't got the time for my problems. I got the time to dissolve them. Music is my oxygen, I'm putting no stopping. Human but my oxygen, the music when it's dropping. Somebody's vibes provided in these lines. I am to design the rhyme, check on my mind. Music be described, I got ahead of my time. Beat be prescribed, cause I feed it full of lines. Money ain't nothing, you turn it into something. I'm signing for the money, make you look real funny. Put my own name in discussion, I'm a hustler. Working real hard to show you that I'm coming, So let me tell you that I'm going on.
All right, roll 1. Let's see what we find. We're going to start with this one with the ender on it, and let's see if we find something decent in there. Maybe we'll get more than one. Oops, I should have checked the end there. Doesn't look like anything too exciting. 2018 by the looks of it. So let's just see what we get. Hopefully it's not a dirty coin. Ah, it is silver. Could hear it when it fell out. Could hear that distinctive clink. It is unfortunately not the 67 that we're looking for. So we are still on the hunt for that Bobcat commemorative quarter. This is 50% silver. It's the last year that they produced a silver coin. And these ones, actually, they produced both nickel and silver in this year. So, I guess realistically I should check it with a magnet, but I'm pretty sure that's silver. And sure enough, it is. So, all right, well, we're on the board right away. Let's start there, 50% silver, and I will dig through the rest of this and see if I find anything else. Roll 6, and haven't found a whole lot yet, so I just thought I'd talk about this briefly. This is one of the mule coins to look for, the Wheelchair Olympics coin. They printed the obverse of the coin using the regular Olympics obverse rather than the 2007 Special Olympics obverse. And so what you're looking for is the regular Olympic symbol on here, which is the Inuksuk. Looks kind of like this. I just pulled out another one that has the Inuksuk on it. So you're looking for a wheelchair coin with the regular Olympics symbol on it. So anyway, just thought I'd talk about that briefly, just to remind everybody to watch for that in your coins. Second last roll of that bundle. We finally got a find here. This is from 1992. This is the original Province series, Newfoundland and Labrador. There's about 11.5 million of these minted. This is in pretty decent shape, so I will be hanging on to that. Set it aside as a find, and we're 2 on the board. Let's roll 3 of the next bundle, so roll 13 of our hunt so far. And I did find a 1970 It is one of the lower mints, so kind of semi-key date quarter. 1970 is only 10 million or so of these that were minted, so always hang on to these when I find them, unless they're in really rough shape. I did find a pretty decent looking pink ribbon quarter here as well. The obverse is in relatively decent shape. Anyway, these are relatively common. I'm probably not going to keep it, but I will set it aside as a find for now. And then I just kept this one aside just because I was looking at the other ones anyway. I thought if you ever want to take a look at what's inside a zinc-coated steel quarter, well, there you go. Rust. That's what's inside. Anyway, that's it. On to the next. Very next roll, and we found a really nice looking Natural Legacy from the Millennial series in 2000, and it's in really great shape. I'm going to check it against my book, see if it improves anything. Another roll down, and we got another find. So we did find another 1992 Province series quarter. This is the Ontario one. It is about 14.5 million or so of these that were minted. So I usually set these aside, and I will go through and cull them as I go along. I'm just trying to keep the best that I find. So we're on roll 26, third bundle, 6 rolls in, and I found this as I was going through the stack of coins here. So I haven't looked at it yet. It is in really nice shape, whatever it is. It is an older portrait for the Queen. And it's not silver, I don't think, but maybe it's a proof strike, or maybe it's just a really nice copy. But anyway, let's flip her over, see what we got here. 1972. So not a key date or semi-key date at all, but it is in pretty decent shape for a coin that is almost 50 years old now. So anyway, I'll set that one aside, and we'll see if it improves anything in my books. Second last roll of the bundle, so roll 29, and we've gotten another one from the Province series. This one is PEI, Prince Edward Island. Somewhere in that 11 to 13 million range. I forget what this one is, but yeah, hang on to that. Roll 32, so it's the second roll of this fourth bundle. And I just thought I would talk about this a little bit. So I did pull out in 1971 that's in okay shape. I will check it against my book. I don't think it's going to improve what I have, but it is a little bit lower mintage. They're about 48 million as well, so I may end up hanging on to it. And then also, I thought I'd talk about this because I have been pulling a few of these out. I just didn't bring you in. They're all in really nice shape. Pretty sure what I have is as good or better, but I will check them against my book. They're all really quite, they're just randomly in these rolls, and they're in awesome shape. Anyway, the Celebration one is one that you need to watch for. There is a super valuable version of this. If it was the valuable version, it would have a P mint mark underneath the Queen's effigy there. This one, of course, does not. I think, I can't remember whether it's the Celebration or the other one. But anyway, there's only about 5. So, that are known. So they're worth quite a bit if you can find one. But do watch for those when you're digging through your coin. Actually, Creativity is the other one. I just happened to have it sitting here, and I thought, I might as well mention it. So yeah, you're watching for the P mint mark on the Creativity as well. And those two are both quite valuable if you can find them. So we are on roll 3 of the last bundle, which means we're on roll number 43. And I just dumped this roll out, and I think we have another silver. So if we look here, as I lift this up, I think you can see it right there. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, that looks like it's silver. It is the right effigy. Maybe we get our Bobcat on this one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and nope. But we did get another 1968. So another 50%er. That's 2 for the hunt. That's perfectly acceptable. I'll take that all day. And I don't think I saw anything else in here. Looks like it's just normal coins. So I'll dig through these and bring you in if I find something else. Roll 45, and we have an interesting roll here. I thought I'd bring in before I open it up. I just set it down, and as I grabbed it, I realized that it's got some issues. So I'm pretty sure we got gypped a decent amount in this roll because we've got some quarters that are in here sideways. So let's just dump it out on camera and see what we get. It's probably going to be significant, a couple bucks, I bet. The ones that are sideways. And well, I don't see any silver or anything in here, so I will go through and I'll come back when I find out how much we're short. Well, nothing in there, but we were short $1.25. It's $8.75 that's in there, and we've got yeah, so that's a stack of 50. So $8.75. Well, what do you do? All right, on to the next. Third last roll, and we have another one from the province series. This is Yukon. About 11 million of these, and add that to the pile of province ones from 1992. Well, here we are. We've made it to the end. I've got rid of all the bundles, gone through all 50 rolls, and we had an interesting hunt. We actually did get some interesting stuff here. What I've actually found most interesting is we got 0 colored coins. Not a single one in all 50 rolls there, other than the one pink ribbon. And I think I had a kind of scrappy looking dual poppy that I didn't even bother pulling out. But there was none of the good ones in there. This one's pretty decent. I'm probably not going to hang on to it though. The obverse is okay, but the reverse is a little bit grungy, and I've got nicer copies of that. But anyway, we got 2 silver, 1968s, 50% silver, so that is a win right there. We also got 4 from the 1992 series, and I try and keep most of those as long as they're in reasonable shape. We got some decent upgrades here, a 70, a 71, and a 72. Actually, this is the one that I had in my book, and I actually pulled out the one in my book and replaced with the one I found. So it was an improvement there, and the 70 and 71 are both low mints, so we're definitely keeping those. I did actually replace my Laura Secord as well, the one that I found. This is the one that I pulled out of my book, which is in pretty decent shape, but the one I found was even better. And same thing with all of these, all the 2000 and 1999s. So my book, my collection, I had better ones, or at least as good in my collection, but I went through and replaced all of the ones in the book battle series. So I replaced all the ones in this book with the ones I found. So these ones are actually the replacements, or what came out of the book. And I put some even nicer ones into the collection. So this collection's getting pretty good. Anyway, so that's it for the hunt. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you guys please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the hunts, and we'll keep trying to put out good content. Thank you very much for coming along. I do appreciate it. You all take care. As you see, I have exceeded the capacity of my little coin container for this year. Maybe should open this beforehand. There we go. Try and get that out. So these two won't fit in here. Actually, they will, but the lid doesn't go on. So, time to upgrade. So, found myself a little jar. Thankfully, my wife is a bit of a pack rat. She keeps all sorts of jars and stuff hanging around. So, here we go. That stuff goes in there. And we got these 2 1968s we just got. In they go.